G'day everybody and welcome back. More work on the ST3. This time all I'm doing is changing the timing belts. I'm doing that because of the age of the belts, not the kilometres. So just to recap, the guy that I bought this bike off had valve service and belts done not so many kilometres ago, but several years ago. He didn't ride it very much, so this is a job I've been meaning to do for some time now, and I've been a bit slack at getting around to doing it. So we're going to tackle it today. Alright, the lighting's not brilliant in here, but we're just going to do what we can. Alright, so the first task is I've already removed the fairing, obviously, and I hate the fairing on this bike, God. But get rid of all this gubbins. I need to gain access to the belts in here. On the 900 SS, this job's relatively easy. This looks like a bloody nightmare. But anyway, let's get on with it. Not sure what this wire is. There's a fuse there, not sure what that's about. Must be something wired on here, but don't know what it is. Now I think I can just leave that control unit on there. I'm hoping. I think there's only the 1, 2, 3 bolts. Start solenoid and fuse. Right, battery box out of the way. And we're starting to get somewhere. Yeah, this is that fuse, I'm not sure what that's about. Geez, it's not easy, is it, on this bike? Of course, the manual shows them doing it on the bench with the motor out of the bike, so we'll see if we can get the covers off, and then we'll be probably in a better position to understand how we need to attack this. What's this plug here? Oh, righto, this is an accessory plug for a charger. That's what that other fuse. I'm going to remove that. Right. That's that rubbish out of the way. Alright. So we go getting those covers off. Oh Christ, they're tight. Look how loose that is. Oh my God. Holy shit. That's terrible. I don't know who did that job. Well, I wouldn't be taking it back to them. The belts are very tight between the case and the pulley on this bike. That's bloody terrible. Alright, this is proving to be a complete pain in the arse. I pulled the spark plugs out and I put the turning tool in the crankshaft and found top dead center on the horizontal cylinder, and that does actually line up with the yellow mark. Bad lighting. Yeah, that does actually line up with that yellow mark down there on the pulley and the crankcase. The ones on the crank pulleys themselves just seem to be random. They don't seem to be aligning with anything. So what I've done is I've marked a new position. I've marked the belt, and I've done the same here. And I've also marked the belt there and the pulley there so that I can count the teeth and make sure that we've got the same number of teeth between the pulleys. I've also marked an H on that belt for the horizontal cylinder so that I know that that's that one. The thing looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to get the belts out here. Here, it's very close to the crankcase. I may have to move the pulley slightly to get it in between a valley rather than on a tooth to try and get it out from under there. Let's see how we go. All right, the horizontal cylinder is the least problematic to get to. The vertical one has fuel hoses and crap in the way, but hopefully I can get that in there. No, it's to use an Allen key. Struth. Oh. Not sure if I got that right. Yeah, I got it. Thank God. It hasn't moved, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's see if we can get these belts off, shall we? Off of here first. No, it's not too bad. Horizontal. Please don't move, please don't move. There's a bit of tension on that. Ah, it stayed. Good boy. Well done. Ta-da! Alright, let's mark up the new belts and put them in. Okay, so this is the vertical. Got the new belts here. Got these again from Todd at Patterson's Motorcycle Centre, Wayne Patterson's Motorcycle Centre in Bunbury, Western Australia. Alright, so that, like I said, this is the vertical cylinder. Let's just mark a tooth. Count back. So, including that one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. Let's double check it. Yep, looks good. Alright, let's see if we can get this on there, eh? Alright, I want to align that bottom one first. It's very difficult to film. Hope you can kind of see what's going on here. Right. Okay. That's on there. Alright, I'm just putting some tension on that belt, just pushing it up by hand so that it's not going to go anywhere. So hopefully you can see the line, the marks that I put on the belt, and same around the side there where I could sort of get to it. So now we've just got to put the horizontal cylinder on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the valley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 34, 35, 36, and then the valley. Looks good. All right. Okay, so they're all on the dots, and I've just put a little bit of tension on there. I'll just nip them up, because what I want to do next, God, it's dark in here, it's so impossible to see. Now that that's the belts are on and there's a little bit of weight on them, they're not going to jump or slip. God, there's more weight on them now than there was when I first took the covers off. I'm going to go around the other side of the bike and wind with the crankshaft winding tool, just wind the motor over 2 or 3 times. I'll take it easy on the first one, just to make sure that there's no surprises, we're not hitting valves or anything, and then just give it a few revolutions to let the belts settle in before we tension them up. Right, we're back on the timing marks again now, so we can now tension these belts. Alright, I'm just going to put this banjo bolt back on because every time I turn the motor over I'm losing oil. It's making a mess on the bench. Right, we're on top dead center, vertical cylinder. Okay, so the app that I'm using is the Gates Carbon Drive. Of course, Gates make these belts, so we're shooting for 110. Now the manual will tell you that you want to shoot for 140, but I've got on pretty good authority that that is way too tight and that they'll sing when the motor's hot and you can damage the bearings in the pulleys. So 247. It's much easier, I think, on the 4-valve models with the incremental adjusters than it is with these. You're squeezing it with your hands rather than sneaking up on it with a spanner. About 180. 185. 180. Give it a few rotations. About 190. 150. 119. That'll do me. I'll torque them up shortly. We'll do the vertical cylinder now. And so I've just rotated that to top dead center firing on the vertical. It's 170. $94. 110. 110.2. That's where it's going to stay. I'll just do a revolution and or two or three or four and have another look. $108. 102. Do I leave it there? I'll try and get a little bit more out of it. Maybe I should have left it alone. 116. 116.6. That'll do me. Get my torque wrench. These need to go up to 26 Newton meters. Of course, I can't get the torque wrench into this one, so I'll just do it up tight. Right. It's a bit better. Happy days. Put it back together. Okay. I'll have to move that banjo fitting back out of the way again. Add oil on. I don't know why that's been painted. Oh, half the shit that's done to this bike's been done to it. The struggle's real. Oh, right. Damn you, Ducati. Reattach that oil hose. Wasn't sure whether it was clipped on the plug properly or not. So it didn't feel like it went on there right. Yep, there it is now. Good-o. Mustn't forget to put the earth lead on for the ECU. Rightio. Plug that guy in. Plug that guy in. Hunky dory. Right, we are going to add a C-Tech battery charger connector to this because that's the type of battery charger I've got. So while we're in here, we'll do that, eh? Making noises up there as it's going through its cycles. Strap this back up out of the way over here. Oh, that can hang there. Alright, I think we're done. Right, contact. Wait. Just adjusting the headlight. Happy days. So, new belts done. Geez, I'm glad I checked them too. Alright, I've still got a few more jobs to do on the old ST3, but that's where I'm going to leave this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.